Hey guys, we're back with Highway Blossoms. When we last left off, we failed to find the second treasure. Oh, I was going for a CG and I kind of saved over it. Oops. So you know, they all don't match now. Inside the RV once again, crashed around into the driver's seat and kicked my feet up on the dash. It's relieved to sit on something soft. So I assume they're heading somewhere now. Like a satellite, Marina hovers around me. Expect it.
So that was a failure, obviously.
Do you think it might be in a different part of the canyon?
Maybe, but we're not gonna find out. We could spend days out here and not find anything. Most likely, someone else found it before us. Maybe even before this whole treasure hunt thing started.
That's pretty likely. She stares at the ground, then perks back up.
That's okay, though. All we can do is move on.
What's his name? Lasimi? The Indian. He didn't guard it very carefully. Like, didn't even guard it 2 centuries after his death. Come on now. Reaching into the glove compartment, she brings out the journal and hands it to me.
Come on! Show me why the human travel guide is the best.
I look at her for a moment, then with a smile, gently take it from her.
Sure thing. But that's the first and only time you're ever gonna call me that, okay?
K.
She's gonna say it again. I flip through the journal and skim the pages. Skipped one of the entries last time because it looked like a jumbled puzzle. But if we're gonna find the rest of the treasure, then no need to tackle this head on. Bracing myself for the confusion, I find the entry and groan. Okay, I write to you today, not for my dear the Messie's winged landmark, but from a destination on an unforeseen detour. During my journey eastbound, I encountered a split within the desert road. I've encountered many of these on my travels, but this one triggered a thought that maybe, perhaps, I've been too obvious with my hiding. Let us assume a jealous peer wanted to track me. Paranoia or not, they so desired they easily could. My street sprinter set it within the sand, and have not disguised my livelihood. In fact, one may call these a trail. One way to follow this trail, that may even happen upon my bounty. The likelihood of this is very slim. However, I've always considered myself to be a man who only takes calculated risks, which is why I am shocked in that this thought has never crossed my mind before. Surely, an intelligent, rugged, and worldly individual such as myself would have come to this conclusion by now. Perhaps I'm none of those things? Nonetheless, I marked the split and took the path I felt was less traveled. After I had covered enough distance, I found a satisfactory location. Acres of identical arc stone were spread across this area. The more I traveled, the more there were. On occasion I had seen some, but never so close together, nor so plentiful. Though I do worry one could narrow down the gold if they had the will. Alas, the remnants of my illness reappeared, forcing me to find a resting state. Eventually, I settled between 2 stones, unlike the arc stone. I often feared they would fall or collapse on me, but their balance seemed steady. They provided shade and scenery. So once again, I'm rested and determined. While this detour took precious time away from me, I very much feel like it was worth the security it provides, even if it was unnecessary. P.S. This morning I looked in my pouch. It appears if I have enough gold for one last burial. The Messie's landmark seems more proper for this.
Oh no.
Oh no? Does that mean you don't know where it's at?
The opposite. I know exactly where it's at.
Look, I don't know. Western American landmarks gonna help me.
Then what's the problem?
Lean back in the chair and look at the ceiling.
It's in Arches National Park.
Cool, then let's go!
I ignore her and keep looking at the ceiling.
Arches has over 2,000 natural stone arches. The miner said he hit it between 2 stones.
She blinks. I sigh.
An arch is a rock formation that curves in the air. Think of it as an upside-down U.
Finally, she gets the message. You can say a lowercase n. Her face morphs into a blank canvas and she stares at the windshield.
Oh no.
Yeah. If we want to find this thing, then we need to look between every single arch and arches.
After a moment of petrified silence, Marina takes back the journal and returns it to its proper place in the glove compartment. With a shaky smile, Marina looks back at me and tries blowing it off. So, like, did you read that while driving? That seems pretty dangerous.
Arches National Park, huh? It's somewhere in Moab, right? You ever been?
I ought to finesse that bomb. With a shaky grin of my own, I respond, totally ignoring the impossible feat ahead of us.
Yeah, I went to Moab a long time ago. Arches is really famous. Like, world famous.
We're both sweating, staring at the long road ahead of us as we try our best to make casual conversation. Like a game of chicken. Who's gonna break first?
I've always wanted to go.
Where have you vacationed to before?
Honestly, nowhere. Not out of the state, at least.
For real? Not even to visit family?
Nuh-uh. My grandparents live in New Mexico, too. I think only my big brother has been outside of the state.
You got any other siblings? Or is it just you two?
She shakes her head.
There's 9 of us. I've got 2
9?
younger brothers, 3 older brothers, an older sister, and 2 little sisters.
I whistle.
Damn, that's a big-ass Christmas card.
Right? At some point it's just like, aren't you ever gonna stop? I'm almost out of fingers to count on.
Chuckling, stand up and walk to the back. Rena follows behind me.
What about you? Do you have any siblings?
Nah, just me. Otherwise, they'd probably be riding around this old thing with us.
As I say that, I collapse down onto my bed, sprawling out. Sitting up front felt good, but this is heavenly. The bed sinks a little as she takes a seat on its
I
edge.
can't really imagine having a single brother or sister. Definitely not 8 of them. But I guess they don't all live at home.
Actually,
You're kidding.
only one of my brothers has moved out. It's the worst. Like, you have to make a reservation to take a shower.
No wonder you ran away.
Pretty much. As soon as I finished school, I was just like, okay, time to get out of here.
How long ago was that?
Just a couple months. 2-ish.
How did she last 2 months on her own?
What'd you major in?
Huh?
Like, what'd you get your degree in?
Oh, not college. High school. I just finished high school.
Huh.
Using my elbows, I prop myself up.
What?
You think she could go to college? Come on now.
How old are you?
Pulling her hands on her hips, Rena puffs her ugly cheeks and looks offended. How old is Amber?
I'll have you know, it's very rude to ask a lady her age.
She deflates.
But I'm 18. Why?
Oh, thank God.
I let myself fall back again.
I was afraid you were gonna be underage and that I'd get arrested for kidnapping or something.
No way! And besides, I told you my parents were fine with it. Well, accepted it. What about you? How old are you?
Just a year older.
Wait, you're only 19?
Now it's her turn to be shocked.
How old did you think I was?
Rena busts up laughing, actually a little bit embarrassed. I look away, blowing my hair away from my face.
Just kidding, just kidding. I figured you were like my age or a bit older. 2 years at the most.
I don't look at her, staring at the wall.
Oh, come on, don't be mad. I was just playing.
All of a sudden, she seems seriously regretful. I want to mess with her, but the puppy dog look she gives me over her shoulders, too hard to resist.
Sorry, what? My hearing must be getting bad at my old age.
She throws a pillow at me from the bed beside her, and I deflect it with my arm.
Good save, Granny.
Now she leans back too, staring up at the ceiling. Her hair spreads across my leg. I don't move it. Then I realize that all the worry and nervousness we had about the Archies is gone. Somewhere along the line, we just forgot about it. Huh. I don't know when we reach the point in our relationship when we could just be comfortable being this close to each other, but I'm glad that we have. Maybe, just maybe, I'm enjoying the closeness a little too much. It's been a long time since I've dated someone. Perhaps this health made having a girlfriend impossible. There wasn't time for anyone else. Heck, hardly had time for myself. Not that I cared. I'd do it all over again. Still, it's nice. Having someone to talk to, so it's not just me and my thoughts. Just as I'm about to settle into the mood, she sits up and stretches.
Oh, I'm pretty sleepy. Are you going to bed soon?
Nah, I took a nap earlier, so I'm good. It's only a few hours to Moab, so I'll drive us there tonight.
Moab, huh?
Well, yeah. Something wrong?
No, I was just kind of wondering.
She trails off.
Wondering...
How far away is the Grand Canyon?
Grand Canyon episode!
From here? I don't know, 3 or 4 hours? But it's in the total opposite direction that we're going.
Oh, okay.
The crestfallen look on her face should be illegal.
Sorry, I should have looked at the map before I asked.
Smiling, she turns and heads for bed, disappointment clinging to her like perfume.
Night, Amber.
Leaning against my pillows, I watch as she slowly trots off to the back. Come on now, I'm not that heartless.
Wait a sec.
She freezes mid-step.
I guess since I was gonna drive all night anyway, we can make a detour. A pretty big detour too. So don't blame me if all the treasure is gone by the time we're done.
She turns around, hope springing in her face now.
But I guess it's like a requirement that you see the Grand Canyon when you're sightseeing in Arizona, so that's what we'll do. You've got a lot of vacations to make up for.
Maybe it's just me, but I don't really see the big deal about the Grand Canyon. You know, speaking as someone who's never been to the Grand Canyon. So maybe my opinion isn't valid, but it's just like a big hole in the ground. Is it really that cool? Like, I figure you go there, you see it, and like, cool, let's leave. All the tiredness and disappointment vanishes in an instant, like a bird taking flight. She hurries back over to where I'm just standing up. A trademark Marina crash tackle hug knocks me onto my butt in bed again. I pat her on the back a couple times before she rises.
Have I ever told you you're the best?
Probably, but don't you forget it.
What if we just filled the Grand Canyon with water? That would stop, like, the world from flooding. Think about it. Like, you know, the ice caps are melting and the world's gonna flood. You know, California and Florida are gonna be gone. That's the only part of the world that's gonna be gone. Nowhere else. Like, you know, Europe, Africa, Asia, they're fine. Only California and Florida. So we just, like, dig a hole, like dig a trench between the Grand Canyon and the ocean. Boom! We solved it!
I couldn't if I tried.
Goof.
I poke her in the belly as I make my way to the front again.
Grab me an energy drink from the fridge, will ya?
When she sits down in the passenger seat, she has 2 cans of the energy drink.
Thought you were going to bed.
No way! I'm too excited now. I'll keep you company on the drive. Plus, it's only like 8 o'clock, isn't it?
Beats me. Sounds right.
I pop open the tab on my drink and take a long draught. Drought? Is that a word to drink? I guess. It tastes awful, but it wakes me up like nothing else. Just the makers cut out sweeteners and nice flavors for more stimulants. To drink it faster, I hold my breath to hide the taste and chug. Gasping, crumple the empty can and toss it into the trash bag. Rain, on the other hand, sips it daintily, wincing each time.
Ugh, people seriously drink this stuff?
Somehow. It works, though. It's pretty much the strongest stuff you can get without a prescription.
After taking another sip, Raina wrenches and sticks her tongue out. She reminds me of a cat with fur stuck on its tongue. She sets the can in the cup holder beside me.
Do you want mine? I can't drink this.
I'd have a heart attack if I drank too. Just leave it and I'll drink it tomorrow.
Because the only way to improve an awful energy drink is to let it get warm and flat. As I start the RV, Marina says something, but it's soft enough that I can't hear her over the engine revving.
What was that? Old lady hearing
You
failing
stop this
on me
now.
again.
Smiling, she shakes her head.
I was just saying thanks again.
Don't thank me yet. I could fall asleep at the wheel and kill us both.
At least I die happy. No, though, not just that. For taking me with you and doing the treasure hunt and everything.
Hold on a second, they're still parked. I see that. Don't think I don't see those, Gabe. You guys haven't moved.
You must be super tired. You're saying all sorts of weird stuff now.
I mean it. I know it's kind of random. I'm just really happy I met you.
After a moment of blushing, I laugh a little under my breath.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay. They just started moving. I prevent any more cheesy conversation by carefully pulling out of the parking lot and back onto the exit road. I'm definitely glad that Marina's enjoying herself. I'm having fun too, but talking about that sort of thing makes me feel all squirmy inside. Like I don't match up to what Marina thinks of me. Pushing these thoughts out of my head, I focus on the road. We have to keep our eyes peeled for animals out here. There are lots of stray dogs in this part of the state, dozens of deer and antelope just waiting to race cars. The road's devoid of any vehicles though, since I know the exits to take, more or less. We should make pretty good time. Once we get back onto the highway, Marina hoists the bucket of tapes under her lap.
What do you want to listen to?
I glance between the road and the bin, scanning both. I settle on an album that I haven't had the heart to listen to in a while, but it feels like tonight is the right time. I shut the tape and slide it into the player. As the first chord starts up, I watch Marina's face for a reaction. Won't have the same sentimental value to her, I know. It's an emotional album in general. Lots of dynamics. What you're supposed to be watching the road when nobody's there, but still. Lots of dynamics to the music and simple but heartfelt songwriting. James used to try to play along, but said he couldn't quite capture the feeling himself. As I hope Marina's quiet, which means that she's listening. Her cheek is pressed against the window again. The reflection, barely visible, was wistful. Good. For the second time today, a growing pressure starts in my eyes. I paw at them. Motion catches Marina's attention.
You sure you're not too tired?
You know what I want? Just a regular road trip visual novel. Like no Yuri, just road trip. Hunting for treasure.
Oh yeah, eyes are just a little itchy.
Like I thought the Yuri would be the best part, but no, I just want more road trip. Dang it, my voice shakes as I speak. What if she notices? She doesn't say anything. The album was another one of Gamps' favorites, and there's a reason I haven't listened to it since he passed. Turning it on might have been a mistake. We may yet go off the road if I end up crying, or I might just die of embarrassment. You know, both are equally bad. I sniffle a couple times to keep myself under control.
Damn allergies.
I don't even know if she hears me. Kinda tempted to turn it off, play something else, but I want Marina to hear it. Won't mean anything special here, I'm sure. I want to see what she thinks. Say maybe Gramps and I were crazy, but if there's more to the music and the man playing it. He's a guitarist and songwriter who went by the name of June. Died a few years ago. I was like, oh, June is gonna turn out to be Joseph in disguise, isn't it? Fighting back the nostalgia and the bubbling feeling of how much I miss Gramps' heart. Able to hold on though, keep from breaking down. 45 minutes later, when the tape ends, Marina hits the play button again to start it over. I'd say it was worth it. I let it play on for hours, long after Marina's fallen asleep beside me. Well, it's too early to call it though. No! We're only 17 minutes in. My everything aches. Takes me a long, lazy minute to remember why I'm sitting up. Forehead plastered to the steering wheel, rather than in my bed. I drove all through the night to get to the Grand Canyon, arriving at the South Rim right around that time I couldn't keep my eyes open any longer. We're at a campsite, apparently, but I don't remember anything past reaching the park's edge and paying the entry fee. Probably shouldn't have been driving, but we made it here alright. A sour taste pervades my mouth. Good to see the empty energy drink at my side. I groan as I clamber up and head to go brush my teeth. When I exit the bathroom, Marina's waiting at the front, all dressed and ready to go.
Good morning!
Morning.
Still too sleepy to match her enthusiasm. Undeterred, she comes forward and presses a mug in my hands.
I made you some coffee. But it was a couple of hours ago, so it's kinda cold now.
Thanks.
It's also brewed too weak, but I don't tell you that. I drain my cup in a second. You've drank the cold coffee? I drain my cup in seconds to pour myself another. That's also finished in a few long gulps.
You really like coffee, huh?
I guess. I think I'm just addicted.
You don't even put any cream or sugar in it, right?
Nope.
Oh yeah, she's
I always drink it black.
Okay. Jingles her nose in disgust.
I can't stand the taste.
I noticed. Have you gone and looked around yet?
There are dozens if not hundreds of people milling around. That's just what I can see from here. Most likely treasure hunters. And I hardly drink coffee. Like maybe like a couple times a year. It's okay. But like you don't drink it black. That's just, why would you do that?
Look around. Without you?
Yeah. It's what? Noon?
Almost, but I didn't want to leave without you.
That's sweet of her.
What if I got lost? You're like my map.
Maybe not.
Besides, it's boring to go look around by myself.
You think? I used to do it lots before we met up. It was nice to be alone and think.
Her face falls. Seconds later, I realize my mistake and mentally kick myself.
Not to say I don't like having you around. I just meant it's not so bad being on your own for a little bit.
She ponders for a moment.
Well, I don't like being alone.
A small frown makes me think she's upset, then it melts away and is replaced with her trademark smile. Something about how the sunlight frames her face right then makes my heart skip a beat. I want to admire her for longer, but I think my face gives it away. Soon she shifts, asking with her eyes.
Something wrong?
I shake my head to clear it.
Nah, sorry. just zoned out for a second. Let me finish this coffee, and then we can go.
Okay. I don't know how you can be up and at 'em just like that. Usually it takes me hours to wake up.
I know. I do a lot of waiting for you.
Got her. Marina stomps over to play hit me on the shoulder.
Meanie, I do my best for you.
Yeah. There aren't enough hours in the day for you to sleep as much as you want.
What? Are you saying I don't need my beauty sleep?
She's just kidding, but I freeze. She is joking, right?
Amber?
The jaunty tone in her voice is gone.
Yeah,
I can't get a response.
Zone out again?
something like that.
Even I'm surprised by how off guard that got me. It's a simple joke, but it's a little too relevant. It's like it's actually thinking of how pretty she looks. It just stop being so weird sometimes, without scaring her off more than her finding out that I might just could possibly, maybe, have a crush on her.
Maybe you just need more coffee.
Probably.
Her grin gets huge.
You need as much coffee as I do sleep. See? We're even.
You think, that one baby lady's gonna show up again? And what if... It's genius! She's gonna show up again, and we'll make her think that the third treasure's here at the Grand Canyon, so she'll get all lost looking for it. While we, you know, hightail it to the national park. I laugh as I pour myself a third cup, toning the pot to get the dregs.
Maybe you're right.
She prances back to the front door, nose out in the air like she won some great victory. I catch her peeking back to see if I'm watching, so I make a big show of rolling my eyes. She sticks her tongue out in return. When I set my cup down in the sink, Miranda throws the door open and waits for me to step out. Ooh, still too early to call it. I guess we're gonna have to do this whole scene today. Oh well. But having been mostly asleep, and in the dark, looks like I did an okay job parking. By which I mean that we're actually in one of the designated camping spaces. It's more than I could say for a lot of the others here. Tents cover nearly every patch of land that doesn't have an RV on it. Some even come right up against the road itself, causing the few cars that pass by to hug the edge. Just like back in Shiprock, this is a fiasco. Squads of little kids rampage around, squirting each other and everyone else with water guns, just being in the way. One little brat runs up to us and holds up his squirt gun like he's gonna shoot me, but the death glare that I give him sends him running back in the other direction.
Not a fan of kids?
Not the rotten ones.
Rena, on the other hand, wears the retreating boy, giggles as a weak burst of water hits her.
I don't know how you can stand it.
They're just kids. Besides, I'm pretty used to it.
Big family, right?
Yep.
We start to walk in the direction of the canyon itself, pausing sometimes to let cars or tour groups pass by.
This is such a mess. Wonder how many of them are treasure hunters.
Well, it's the Grand Canyon, so a lot of people are probably just regular tourists, right?
And they'd have to be stupid to think, you know. It's at the Grand
probably. I feel bad for them. And all the other people who just want to enjoy these parks.
You really hate people, huh?
What? Where'd that come from?
I don't know. You're just always complaining about there being too many people around.
Do I really complain that much? Thinking about it, I guess I do.
I don't hate people. I just don't like when it's all chaotic like this.
So you don't like crowds then?
That's closer, yeah.
Kinda weird that you're so hyped for this music thing then, don't you think? Isn't that gonna be the biggest crowd yet?
Sure, but that's different.
But then it's revealed Amber's actually the musician playing on stage the whole time. And that's how she makes money. It all makes sense. I've connected the dots. No, that's not right. I doubt it. She's had to have said she's going to listen to it, right? Wait, she said she's there for one band. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. It fits. It fits too well.
Why?
I don't know. Just is.
Why?
What are you, 5? No wonder you get along with kids so well.
We both laugh.
But I guess it's just because everyone is there for the same thing. You have something in common with them.
Isn't everyone here for the same thing?
Yeah, but...
I struggle to find an explanation. But she laughs it off and shrugs.
I'm just kidding anyway. You can't be the only one who teases. You don't like big crowds, and that's fine.
What about you?
I think it's fun. And besides, you get to meet all sorts of cool people.
And, what's her name shows up immediately. Next line, here.
Who knows?
No.
Maybe you'll meet a special someone or a long-lost relative or something.
Special someone, huh?
Maybe. Would be pretty unlikely, though.
Foreshadowing that they're actually related.
Probably. But it's still fun to think about. And speaking of odds, Amber...
Miranda points at another cluster of motorhomes down the road. Follow her gaze, immediately understanding. Taking up 2 spaces, because of the size of bad parking, is a familiar titan of an RV.
God, no.
I knew it. But Miranda's already heading towards it. My nemesis. Oh! Mariah's motorhome. The door flies open, seconds before Miranda reaches it. Out strolls Joseph, Tess close behind.
You call that a break? You've had boyfriends that last longer.
Sis has never had a boyfriend.
My point exactly.
Oh! Got her.
What you're moaning? You two just need more work ether.
Who's Mariah's voice actress? She sounds familiar. Oh, she voices Mariah in Highway Blonde. Right.
You mean
That's it.
ethics, but you've probably never heard the word.
Mariah appears in the doorway, leaning on a shovel. See her about to retort, then she spots either me or Marina, and her glare is replaced with a smug grin.
Well. Look who finally caught up.
Hey, guys!
Oh, hey there, ladies.
I sigh and speed up my glacial pace. May as well get this over with. Mariah picks up a crate of tools from beside her and carries them out, before shoving the crate into Joseph's hands. His knees buckle with the weight, then he sets it on the ground.
Did you follow our dust all the way here?
I wish we'd seen it so we could have stayed away.
Maybe you should go now and get a head start on the next piece before we find the one here.
Idiots thinks it's one of the Grand Canyon. She clutches her shovel like a sword and points it at me.
Unless you're gonna fight us for this one too.
I raise my hands in surrender.
We already had one bust at Canyon Duché. This one's all yours to screw up.
The shovel drops a couple inches. Either is a response or because her arm's getting sore.
Canyon Duché? But there's only one Grand Canyon.
There are no other canyons in the world besides the Grand Canyon.
There's more than one canyon in the world, Mayor.
No?
Figured it was there at the Mummy Cave ruins, but we didn't find anything. So if you want to search all 2,000 miles of the Grand Canyon, then good luck.
Damn it!
It'll take maybe a couple hours. We'll be done by sunset. Mariah throws it down her hands and the tool bag slips from her, vomiting onto Joseph's foot hard. The crates in his hands are the next to fall, this time on the other foot. Joseph! The boxes burst open, flooding the ground with heavy hammers and wrenches. A gasp escapes his mouth, then silence.
Are you gonna get drunk and cry yourself to sleep again, sis?
Just like every night. Somehow, through pain grunts, Joseph manages to speak.
The limit is once per week.
Mariah's eyes twitch. One smooth motion, she twirls around and clonks her companion's head, huffs, and crosses her arms. Joseph reacts like any normal human being and rubs his head to smooth his never-ending pain. Tess hardly acknowledges it, wobbling back and forth like a human bobblehead. I don't think I'll ever get over how creepy that girl is. Tess did nothing wrong! She clonks Joseph again for good measure. Marina and I both wince. I mentioned this is how it was for Howard when he first met Linda.
At least
That was her
we
name.
get to see the canyon that way.
Jesus!
From out of nowhere, Tess pops up at my side.
Tess has been wanting to go out and see the sights, but Mariah's too busy breaking her back for that.
Big sisters are bossy, huh?
Tess nods, which prompts Marina to stoop down and hug her apathetic kindred spirit.
You're not alone!
Marina looks up at me, eyes big.
Can we keep her? She's so cute!
That's property theft!
Sorry, only one stray at a time.
Aww.
Marina releases Tess and reaches out her hand as they float apart.
Anyway, let's get going. If they're gonna waste all day here, we can at least leave them to it.
Mariah waves her shovel in Joseph's face.
Pick up our crap. We gotta rethink our strategy.
Why would you tell them the Grand Canyon's a waste of time? You're supposed to let them stay here so you can go get the third treasure, like they said.
Yes. This crap.
Or maybe this was a distraction technique. Maybe Amber really knows the second treasure is actually here the whole time. And it's making them, you know, realize other canyons exist, even though this is the right one. She taps the crate that she forced on him just minutes ago. Joseph covers Tessa's ears and mutters something that I can't make out.
Wait, I have an idea.
Or he's covering his own ears. Well, not actually. But pairs of eyes turn to look at her.
Me and Amber were about to go sightseeing. No! Why don't you guys come with us?
That's a terrible idea.
Hey, we agree on something.
But Tessa's eyes sparkle with determination. Nodding as she reaches up to tug on Mariah's suit.
That's one vote yes.
She turns to me, pleading a look in her eyes, hoping to make it 2 yes votes.
I think that sounds like a good time, too. It'd be a nice break.
I forbid it. You've already had a break. You have too much to focus on. Getting distracted by dusty old rocks is the last thing we need.
You always say that, but look at her.
He points to Tess, her face shining with interest as the word sightseeing.
When did she last show interest in something? Hell, has she ever shown interest in something?
We're still not going.
Look at that face full of interest. An irritable groan rumbles through Joseph's throat, and he still looks as casual and relaxed as he usually does.
Look, we're not always going to do what you want just because you say so. We're going, and if we have to, we'll force you to come along.
Marina laughs awkwardly.
It's fine, it's fine. You guys don't have to come if you don't want to.
We just kidnapped Tess. But it's too late for that. Mariah lets out a single, disingenuous huh, marches to Joseph.
You're gonna force me to go, huh?
That's right.
She stares him down, or up to be accurate. Top of her head only reaches up to his chin. Regardless, she gives him a nasty grin, repeatedly pokes his chest for daring to defy her. Well, the top of her head actually reaches his eyes, according to this. Like, see? That's about a straight line. This doesn't seem to faze him, though, as his lips curl into an ominous smile.
And how exactly do you plan to do that?
Oh, he somehow did it. I love it when they just cut away at moments like that. Okay, that's a good calling point. So thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back next time. What is this, like, part 7, I think? So we'll be back with part 8, maybe part 9, next time with some more Highway Blossoms. See you guys then. Bye.